We all want to live in a happy apartment building. Living in an apartment means that our neighbours are a lot closer. If you're thinking about getting a pet, here's what you need to know in New South Wales. If you're a tenant, you need permission from your landlord. If they say no, they don't have to give a reason why. As an owner-resident or landlord, you need to look at your scheme's bylaws. The answer to, "Can I have a pet?" is one of three. Yes, with permission. Yes, for certain types of animals, perhaps fish and birds. For other animals, you need to get permission. Animals are not allowed. In October 2020, the No Animals bylaw was ruled to be harsh, oppressive, and unconscionable. This video does not explain the process if your building has a no pet bylaw. To get permission, you need to read the detail in your bylaws, and you'll probably need to complete a pet approval form. To find out how long until your application is reviewed, check with your Strata Plus Strata manager. Your application may need to go to the next Strata committee meeting, which might not be scheduled yet. Living in an apartment building means you have an overall obligation to not disturb your neighbours. Being good neighbours is about mutual respect. So, here are some good neighbour considerations when choosing your pet. Will your pet be a danger to anyone? Approval might not be possible if you're considering a dog that is a dangerous breed, or an animal that is venomous. Remember that some people have a genuine fear of animals, so give some thought on how you might approach this when your pet is on common property. If you'll be regularly taking your pet through common property, will there be any impact on your neighbours? There are apartment complexes in the US that require all pet owners to use a children's pram whilst on common property. You need to manage the smells that happen from your pet. Potty training, poop, and food management are important aspects to manage, so as to avoid bad smells drifting from your apartment. Pet droppings on your balcony that your neighbours can see is not a pleasant sight. You'll need to make sure your pet food is properly sealed. Not only will it keep your pet healthy, but you'll avoid the risk of pest infestations that might also spread to your neighbours' homes. What noises will your pet make? How can you keep them to a minimum so not to upset your neighbours? With dogs, you can train them not to bark when they're excited. There are products such as citronella collars aimed at keeping barking to a minimum. You might need to train your pet when they're left home alone. The last thing a neighbour will enjoy is your dog barking at the door until you return. For dogs, you can train them to be in a certain room, certain area with the help of baby gates, or consider a technique called crate training. In preparing your pet application, you might like to include some of this information that might not be asked of you. It will help show that you want to be a good neighbour.